I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come.
Donna, Meads, Barlow, and Shaylee.
Hi.
Now, you've done a jelly bean cruise before.
I have in 2017.
And what brought you back this time?
I'm a volunteer this year, so I'm helping out.
Really?
Yes.
You came back again to volunteer for the whole
Yes.
time. That's fabulous. Good you.
Yes, thank you.
So you've got Donna here. How come
I
you've got
do.
Donna riding shotgun? What's happening here?
Because I'm the favourite. No, I'm joking. No, Donna is with me because on the first night of the cruise, we had a bit of an incident. My blood sugar levels dropped really low while I was asleep, and I was completely out of it.
Your sugar levels dropped really low
Yes.
whilst you were asleep and you were out of it.
Yes, I was. So I didn't hear the alarms going off.
Out of
for
it
my
means
CGM.
you were in a deep sleep.
Yes.
Yes.
I didn't hear the alarms going off for my CGM, so
Oh,
my mum got in contact with Donna from back at home.
How
and
would she
Donna
know?
came to save the day
how would your mum know?
because the CGM sends the levels to my mum's phone back at home.
No way.
Yeah,
Ah, that's good.
it is.
So what
Very
happened?
lucky.
The alarm went off here.
Yeah, and I was.
You didn't wake
I
up
didn't
with it
wake up to
because you were too low.
Yeah, because I was completely out of it.
And from that, your mum's phone
Mhm.
gets a message.
Yeah.
Mum says Shaylee's levels are too low.
Yeah.
She rings Donna.
Mhm.
Donna's at sea.
Mhm.
It's 4 a.m.
It's
4
4 a.m.
4 a.m. and the
you.
phone's ringing.
Lucky you. You couldn't
And
delegate
I'm
who
going-
answers the phone.
My goodness, why am I getting a phone call?
Yeah.
We've left and we're in the middle of the ocean and it's 4 a.m.
Someone selling electricity.
Yeah, so I sort of look at the phone and then all of a sudden it drops out, so it must have lost signal. And then within seconds it phoned back again, and it was Shaylee's mum. And she said, I'm really worried because I can't get a hold of Shaylee and her levels just keep dropping. And I basically looked at the phone and said, right, I'll call you back. And so from there I ran like the clappers and firstly grabbed my manifest, knew what cabin Shaylee was in, went to the reception, got a key straight away. Whilst they were cutting a key, I ran here to get a hypo pack so I could pick up the key on the reception on the way through and ran to Shaylee, opened the door, and yes, to the rescue.
Whoa. Whoa.
The
Sirens.
very reason
Yeah.
that we have tried so hard to get CGM funded, and the very reason that we need it for all Australians.
So, CGM, what is CGM?
CGM's a continuous glucose monitor. So it's a little insertion on my arm, on this side.
And painless.
Yeah, painless. It is very painless. And it sends my blood glucose levels to my phone, and it sends an alarm if I'm too low or if I'm too high. So, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, how long have you had type 1?
I've had type 1 for 10 years this year.
And how long have you had one of those?
About a year and a half.
And
Yeah.
how did you end up getting one of those?
I first found out about it on the 2017 Jelly Bean Cruise.
Really?
Yes, and then when they got funded for everyone under 21, I jumped in there and got one as soon as I could.
So, the Australian government,
Yeah.
and I think through major push by Donna
Yeah.
and the whole DANII Foundation,
Yeah.
the Australian government is now supporting everyone under 21. Is that right, Donna?
We have all children funded under a criteria under 21, and
Whoa.
but
That's
all
gotta-
children grow up to be 21.
Yeah, but gee, you've made a major difference to so many folks, because that could have been disastrous. Am I
Yes.
right?
It could have.
Are we reading?
Yes.
Yes, we are. Wow. So Donna saved your life.
She did.
Yeah,
She
that's
definitely
lovely. So anybody thinking, because you've been on 2 of these,
Yeah.
now you're involved as a volunteer now, so you've got all of the experts, the medical team, and you've heard a couple of years ago what they did. So
Yeah.
your speed, if you will,
Yeah.
you're pretty up to speed, I'd imagine.
Yeah, there was still a few things that I didn't really know about.
Right.
But yeah, this cruise definitely opened up a lot. I did learn a lot on this cruise.
They've sorted that for you.
Yeah.
So you've got, even though you're a volunteer, you've got access to them on one-on-one time,
Yep.
and whenever they're around, you can talk to them.
Yeah.
So where you've normally got to contact your doctor and make an appointment and sit outside a waiting room and
Yeah.
then get in, and then they want to bump you out because they've got a waiting room full of people.
Yeah.
You've got because of the Jelly Bean Cruise and all the experts being on board, you've got open slather,
Yeah.
is that right?
Yeah.
To all of those people, the experts. That's pretty huge. So what sort of experts are on board?
There's diabetes educators and endocrinologists, and there's also like psychologists and everything that you can talk to. So
Wow. And
Yeah.
they all give talks,
yeah,
but the talks aren't just at you,
they're with you.
they're with you.
Yeah,
So
they're
it's
very
two-way,
interactive. It's good.
you can feel confident.
Yeah.
And there's lots of people on board with the type 1 that you can relate to, so
Yeah.
you've got
I've
people
met
that you
a
can
lot-
feel
Yeah, met a lot of new people on board, which is really good.
different
Yeah.
people to 2 years ago.
Yes,
So your
Yes.
expansion of your world,
exactly.
Huge.
Yeah.
fabulous. Now you were sponsored
Yes, by the Lucas Paw Foundation.
to come on board for this
Yes.
cruise, to be a volunteer.
Mhm.
It's pretty immense, isn't it?
Very, very, very immense.
What would we say to them?
Just want to say a massive thank you. I'm very grateful to be here. It's a massive thing, so yeah, I'm really grateful.
I'm grateful to them for sponsoring you because you've made an immense difference
Yeah.
to so many people on board. You're great value.
Thank
Like
you.
Good work, Shaylee. So Donna, how do you want to finish this one off? Because you started this, you and Brian started this, and you've made so many differences, and you've immediately saved a life.
We think that education is a really important aspect of learning to manage type 1 diabetes. Technology is evolving and it is absolutely critical to not just changing lives but saving lives. And as I said, all children grow to be 21, so we need all those parents that that have children to get on board, as well as all of those adults to get on board with the DANII Foundation to help us drive this forward to get CGM funded for all.
That's beautiful. Now the other part is with the cruise, there is a lot of education, but there's some great times, isn't there? There's social
Yeah.
times that you coordinate, and then they've got time off the ship, and you pull into some amazing ports. The cruises that you choose, top draw. So if anyone was thinking of coming on a Jelly Bean cruise, what would you say?
100% do it. It's
100%.
the best thing I've ever done. It's very educational and you have so much fun. It's a
Terrific.
great time.
Thanks, Shaylee.
That's okay.
Thanks, Donna.
I think what's really important is that all of the people that come on a Jelly Bean cruise go home with a greater support network and a bigger family.
Yeah.
What do
Bigger
you think?
family, yeah.
Yeah.
Type
definitely.
wonderfuls.
Yes, that's
Type
Good job.
wonderfuls, yes.
Thanks, Donna.
Okay.
I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out,